Hello, and welcome to the $1,000 Garage. Today's a very dark day. Our cameraman was backing out of the garage and hit my car violently and with malice. So I'm dealing with that. I didn't even want to film today, and then I realized I can use this to make him film for me, even though I got a tripod. So this is actually getting to be a high-cost production that I'm doing here. But first, before we talk about anything on the car, let's go look at the damage just to embarrass Will. So, as you can see, I've got dents here, here, some marking here. Gas cap doesn't close right. This is creased. However, Will has done none of this. He creased me here and here. So I'm going to try to work through the rage right now and just focus on the fluids. All right, the potions that have been running through this thing are all leaking out onto the bottom. So that's what I'm doing today. Last time I was here with Grant, I found out that I've got a break in the seal in between my transmission and the front differential. And I want to see how long it takes automatic transmission fluid to get into the front differential and just how bad it is and how long I need to wait to replace the entire engine and transmission in this thing, which would really make it a nice little car again and probably go pretty quick. But working through this depression, it's just pretty hard right now. I gotta cut.
Okay.
It's acting, by the way. I'm not really that upset. So, you know, just don't want you to think I take this $1,000 car and think that it's Bugatti Veyron or something, you know, or a Chevy 1500, or you know, something really nice. Well, even a Colorado.
Doesn't mean I don't feel bad, though.
You should feel bad.
Oh, okay. I feel terrible. Do you want my firstborn son?
At least the second and third.
Okay, got it. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get this fluid out of the car. You can cut. Draw me like one of your French girls will. No, but I noticed that the fluid's a little dark down here, and I'm pretty sure I've just been running straight diff fluid through the transmission along with ATF, and I don't know if that's bad or good. I might start looking up the science and trying to explain it to you guys, because, you know, I'll say it here and again that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep this car going as long as I can. So what I'm gonna have to do is measure how much fluid came out and put that much fluid back into the transmission, because you don't get everything when you pull it out. You probably get 4 or 5 quarts. So luckily I bought a whole case, just like I needed to. The other thing we're gonna look at today is if I should change my oil. Now, one of the best ways to know if you need to change your oil is looking at the way that it is. So with this one, you can see that the level's okay, but it's pretty dark. And you could be cheap and stretch it, or you could just change it and feel good about yourself for the next couple thousand miles. And I think that's the option I'm gonna go with because of the way that it is. So helpful hint there. In the name of science, I'm gonna see what color the ATF was coming out of there, because that's pretty dark and there's stuff in it. Like I think I can show you a good example of what it should look like. So let's just take a look side by side. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. What do you think? Do you think I should change it with the fresh stuff? Am I wasting my money here?
We're gonna be swapping the transmission sooner or later anyway.
Yeah, but she's bleeding some kind of something there. That's chemical not known to man.
Could be clutch material.
Probably clutch material.
Yeah.
I totally knew that before you said that. It's clutch material, for sure. All right, we'll cut. Anyway. So I'm down here to drain the differential fluid, and I don't know where it is, and they're not helping me.
It's like where's Waldo, man? Just look for look for Waldo.
Just look where the leak is coming from.
Yeah, just start pulling random plugs out.
Yeah, what you do in this scenario is you just start undoing every bolt visible and just replace whatever fluid comes out. That's the oil pan. And all right, I'm gonna Google it. Yeah.
Right here, between the exhaust and the subframe, which is that guy right there. You can see him. And that guy is a 21 millimeter. All right, so now I've got my old drain pan
All right.
I got my socket.
Despite all this, you should just never do a job before you look up on YouTube.
Once again, the drain plug is right in between the exhaust and this subframe here.
Well, here's the rule. Every time I say don't film this, he films. So I can't tell if I'm turning the diff plug the right or the wrong way. Like this way, right? This is left. When you're under the car and it's facing this way's still left, right? So they make these drain plugs magnetic so you can see any light debris that might catch up on there. And here's the problem. It's like caked on there, man. That's hopes and dreams right there. That's fairy dust. That's the stuff that ruins a man's day, and it smells like death. So I might need to get something checked out in here. I'm probably gonna have to replace this sooner than later.
Go. Yeah.
All right, so in this general area we got transmission fluid. Here we have brand new transmission fluid, and here we have differential fluid. Big reveal. Which looks almost the exact same as the transmission fluid. I'm gonna go grab some diff fluid so we can see all four fluids that are mixing together here to make our special cocktail. So here's the difference in fluid. Basically, if you remember, just remember on with me here. This fluid is supposed to look like this fluid. This fluid is supposed to look like that fluid. And what we've got instead is mega fluid. It's considered toxic by the EPA. It does cause cancer in every state. And I just want to see how long it's going to take this fluid to turn into that fluid, or that fluid to turn into this fluid, so I can tell how bad my seal leak is. So that's what I'm up to today. But first I need to figure out how much transmission fluid I need to put back in the car, and I'm probably going to have to go back to Google for that, because I don't know how I'm going to measure all this. I don't have like a beaker or anything. No beakers, right?
We can find one.
Maybe we'll just figure it out. I'm just still so depressed from Will hitting my car. Like he's lost his title as human tripod, and will have a new title, possibly voted on by you, the viewers. And that might be the punishment. So I've gone full stage on this whole car abuse thing that Will did earlier. I'm happy now. I'm now in the final stage of happy, because now I can force him to film and not feel bad or like I owe him lunch or anything. So after consulting the Google experts, it takes 4 quarts of this after draining it out, right? There's 9.5 quarts total, and some poor guy online poured in 9.5 quarts after draining only 4. So I avoided that mistake by reading somebody else who made that mistake, and that's my hope for the channel. You can watch me make mistakes and maybe figure out better ways to do stuff, because I certainly do not know the best way. And all of this is at, I was tightening the differential bolt down there, and I didn't realize until I asked for help. So, you know, ask for help, consult Google, don't have pride, and you might save yourself a whole lot of heartache, you know. Just want to get philosophical, and the fumes really start to eat out the brain, because, you know, I don't even know where I'm going with this one. Fluid. $40 of fluid. $40 of fluid, it hurts me, man. It's roughly 4% of the value of the car. So to get to the diff dipstick, all right, sorry to break into it right away, because remember how earlier I was tranquil, I was peaceful, I was feeling nice? It's gone. All right, that's part of working on cars. I have to take all of this off to get to the diff, and that's gonna take me at least 5-6 hours at my skill level. So I'll cut back to this when it's done. Hours of grueling work in the sun.
He had to get rid of that one.
3 hours, it's out. So this is just Will asking about the funnel. It'll be a nice little bonding moment.
It's perfect.
Action. You're supposed to ask about the funnel like you don't know about the funnel. It's hard to direct while you film. But Will asked about the funnel earlier, and it's one of the little things that's satisfying about working with cars is sometimes you find just the right tool, and that is the perfect tool, and if it ever breaks, I'll probably quit working on the car. So Will just tempted me with something. He wanted me to fake for you, the faithful audience, me pulling this out of the car because I had a great reaction. But see, I'm learning, right? I'm just as bad at filming and making videos as I am at working on the car. So this is gonna be a learning process, okay? It's gonna be a learning process on working and on filming and editing. And one thing I don't want to do is fake it too much, you know? Because that just doesn't lead to an honest and open relationship between us. What I think I can do is use the very same funnel that I used for the transmission for the diff. And if I can just... What's neat is you can kind of look through the hole and aim it. And sometimes if you're lucky, you can actually do it right the first time, but I'm not. Oh, there it is. I can see the hole. Son of a... All right.
Can you use some light?
What I need is this to not be here, you know? But it's a little too late.
I'm rolling now.
Should always be rolling, man. This is content for the people. Oh.
Travis is happy now.
Very happy.
Let's do
So you can get two different moods while you're working on cars. You know, you can get the why did I choose this hobby? And then you can also get the God King complex of Jeremy Clarkson and wonder how I can carry around such a weight of genius. Instead of a bendable, flexible funnel, I've just put this one at an angle and squirted this like real slow. Sounds like ranch. And I didn't spill a drop. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I think I'm gonna be able to fix this car, and you know, this will just be transmission fluid and 100 miles anyway, so we'll see. You need to remember not to do action right away. Like, I can just edit this part out.
Yeah.
So this take 18. So we got the diff stick back in. After a long argument, we decided not to put seal sweller in there because that apparently will ruin the seals, even though it says it'll fix the seals. Because a lot of those potions, they lie to you, and all my friends are real worried about the integrity of this high mileage engine and transmission. So we're just gonna change the oil, and I'm gonna drive it a couple thousand miles and see how long it takes that diff fluid to turn from that honey to pink. Thank you. Oh, so coming soon is the $1,000 garage laptop, which was at the expensive price of borrowed, okay? Because I originally got the car out of pity, and now I got a computer out of pity to make videos to get pity from you, the audience. So I can do this stuff for free, because that's really what I'm after. Is it for a love of vehicles? Possibly. Is it after the love of sponsorships? Absolutely. Please, sponsor me, anybody, even Carl's Jr. I'll take it.
All right, we're taking a trip to O'Reilly's to get some fluids.
O'Reilly's, I'll pronounce it correctly. I want a sponsorship real bad.
Oh, really? Okay.